Good afternoon, everyone. So our topic is cellular manufacturing. Next slide, please. So this is the overview of presentation. Shortly, we will be explaining you all the points in the coming slides. Next slide. So firstly, what is manufacturing? Manufacturing is the process of converting raw material into finished or semi-finished part. With the use of man, material and machine, we produce finished product. अभी ऐसे नहीं है कि रॉ मटेरियल लेके हमने ऐसे ही बना दिया फिनिश प्रोडक्ट. We follow certain system. That system is called production system. Next slide, please. So production system is broadly classified as job shop production in three types: job shop production, batch production, mass production. So what is job shop production? In job shop production, products are made to satisfy a specific order. Custom made clothes are an example of job production. It is where a single product is made at a time. Job production tends to be labor intensive and often highly skilled labor is required. Next, batch production. Number of identical articles are manufactured either to meet a continuous demand or present demand. Example of the business is food shops and car manufacturers. Next, mass production. Same type of product is manufactured to meet the continuous demand of the product. Manufacturing of the product in the bulk comes under mass production. Next point. Next slide, please. So this graph is self-explanatory. On the y-axis, we have production variety. On x, we have production quantity. On extremely left, as you can see, we have job shop, which have uneven balance between the production variety and production quantity. On the other hand, in mass production quantity is very high, but production variety is very less. So very optimum manufacturing system is cellular manufacturing, which has very good balance between production variety and production quantity. So my friend will be covering more details about cellular manufacturing in the coming slide.
So let's understand the topic starting with the definition. So what is cellular manufacturing? So organizing the production equipment into machine cells where each cell specialize in the production of part family is called cellular manufacturing. The terms machine cell and part family are introduced further in the PPT. So the cellular manufacturing is also referred as application of group technology in manufacturing. The group technology is basically a broader concept, but for sake of this presentation, we will be having just a overlook here. So next point is cellular manufacturing can be implemented manual or automated methods. When automated, it happen to be called flexible manufacturing. This can be done using most recent technologies such as AI. Uh, next slide. Yeah, so this diagram gives a look of the cellular manufacturing system. So, here it is a
सर तुम्ही
rough
म्यूट करू
sketch
शकता
of
का? आवाज खूप येतोय.
ओके ओके.
yes. So here is a rough sketch of the process. For example, as given in the various manufacturing tools are applied in a cell to form a particular product. Like let's say here my tool one is drilling, tool two is milling, and tool three is grinding. So according to the process and as the part family we made, we will arrange cell one assembly and cell two assembly accordingly. Uh, so next slide. Now here are some facilities that this process provide are listed. As it gives a proper flow to the manufacturing to capture the demand from the consumers. Due to cellular arrangement, the finished product is obtained and hence storage period is reduced. As grouping of the part family is involved, it is also used for medium variety, medium variety, and medium volume environment. We will get a look at this part again in the advantage and limitations part of the presentation. So moving ahead, Megan. Now group technology. So group technology is a manufacturing philosophy in which a similar parts are identified, grouped together to take advantages of their similarities in design and production. It also contributes to the integration of CAD and CAM, that is computer aided design and computer aided manufacturing systems. Uh, so it is basically a technical approach to identify and segregate the parts in order to apply the proper tooling system, as we seen in the diagram part of the presentation. So the group of familiar part is known as part family, and the group of machineries that we use to process the part is known as machine cell. So in further PPT, my friend Vansh will explain about part family and further topic. Thank you.
Okay, so for the applications, there are some conditions, and the conditions for applications are the plant currently uses a layout called process type layout, and all the parts can be grouped into part families. So it is a must condition that all the parts that we are using should be grouped into part families. So next slide, please. What are part families? Okay, so part families is a collection of parts who possess similarities in geometric shape and size or in processing steps used in the manufacture. And next slide, please. And there are three methods to identify part families. The first is visual inspection. What is visual inspection? So it is using the best judgment to group parts into part families. Out of the three, visual inspection is the best one to group all the parts. So the visual inspection method is the least sophisticated and least expensive method. It involves the classification of parts into families by looking at either the physical parts or their photographs and arranging them into groups having similar features. Although this method is generally considered to be the least accurate of the three. The second one is part classification and coding. So it is identifying the similarities among parts and relating them with numerical coding system. This is the most time consuming method of the three. The third one is production flow analysis. So it is using operation and route sheets to classify parts into part families. Work parts with identical or similar routings are classified into part families. These families can be used to form logical machine cells in a group technology layout. Since production flow analysis uses manufacturing data rather than design data to identify part families, it can overcome two possible anomalies that can occur in part classification and coding. First, parts whose basic geometries are quite different may nevertheless require similar or even identical process routines. Second, parts whose geometries are quite similar may nevertheless require process routines that are quite different. So now Megan will continue.
Yes, thank you. So now we come on to improving layouts using work cells. So basically there are two types of layouts: traditional layout and the cellular layout. So basically the traditional layout is basically a straight line layout, which actually is hard to balance the task between the workers as the work is not divided properly. Secondly comes the cellular layout. So cellular layout is a basically U-shaped layout where workers have better access to uh, the uh, various machines and equipments. So here in this diagram we can see this U-shape working. So now basically why we have to improve the layout using work cells? It is actually to minimize the transit time. So basically the most common work cell layouts for optimized work are uh, its design are U, T, S and Z as we can see in this diagram. So all four of these work cells design layouts, these allow a streamlined process from one cell to the another. Here, the S and Z layouts are often used when basically there is obstruction like CNC machine or pillars in their path. Uh, the the layouts minimize the transit time between the cells because the stations are positioned uh, close together and in a linear order. We can see in the diagram that uh, this process becomes quite difficult, but in this process, the equipments and machines are much closer and number of persons are reduced. Coming to the several operators in series, in this process, several operators work is divided in small operations. A group of operators team together to work at the same speed. It is very important that each worker does the work in a balanced way so that there is no pending work for the next person or the previous person or the next person. Coming to the advantages, uh, so there is a reduction in setup time, reduction in work progress, reduction in material handling cost, reduction in material flow distance. We all discussed in the previous slides. Improvement in machine utilization, reduction in production lead time. There is also improvement in quality. The workers also improve their work morale because the task is uh, easy to do. Coming to the limitations, uh, there is a loss of dedicated or centralized expertise for cells where one operator must operate several different types of equipment. Uh, this is self-understandable as we know operators one operation is much easier, but that only one operator has to do multiple tasks, so it becomes quite difficult for the operator. Then, if the demand falls and the production output is below the planned cell capacity, the per unit manufacturing cost becomes higher for some unit cells. This may occur when uh, a good labor balance is not achieved at the lower output level. Also, when any small change in production is made, it brings major changes in the cellular layout. So basically, to implement the cellular manufacturing process in any manufacturing industry, uh, that setup itself brings up a huge investment. So the cellular layout cost required is very much high. With this, we end our PPT. At the end, we would like to also share one YouTube video, which is which can make us easier to understand how this process works. Sir, can I show the video?
Sure.
Okay.
You can show it. You can show.
Okay, sir. Sir, is it visible? Parth,
Yes.
visible? Okay.
Yes, it is visible.
Meghan, audio.
See, whenever you are showing the video ना, वो video का आवाज हमको नहीं आता है. That is the thing. You have to explain that now. Whatever is going on in the video, because that video audio we will not be able to see. Okay. That is the problem when online teaching is going on. हाँ आता है तो.
Cellular manufacturing is a concept to bring all the equipment, people, and processes into a single location, designed to improve efficiency, quality, and throughput. traditional machine shop would have departments. Department of multi-spindle machines, a department of single spindle machines, of grinding equipment, secondary equipment, depending on what that shop had invested in. And a material would come in and it would go to Department A, and then it would sit around in a bucket until somebody came and brought it over to Department B. I'm Paul Lindsay. I'm Vice President of Sales. I've been with Campcraft since 1988. What makes cellular manufacturing different from departmental structure, which is more traditional, is you get a single piece flow that starts with the first machine and finishes with the last. A cellular manufacturing approach allows you to have product finished that day. There's minimal movement of product. There isn't any redundant activities in the cell that departmental processing allows for. You get that immediate feedback. You get process feedback. You get communication between employees who are working next to each other that you don't get across departments quite as easily as you do in a cell. So it is eliminating that waste time, that lost time, the handling of moving things around from location to location are the immediate benefits from a cell. The long-term benefits that kind of develop over time is that teamwork, that camaraderie, and that focus that comes from optimizing a singular product in a cell. By design, things are optimized and customized for the products that are going through that cell, which improves efficiency, improves cost, ultimately gets you quality levels you don't really see in a different environment.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Campcraft it was nice. अच्छा, तो आपका हो गया बच्चों?
हाँ सर.
sir.
अच्छा, from audience, any want to ask anything? You are free to ask them. From audience, A2 and B2, anybody can ask from both the batches. If you don't have any doubt, I will stop recording. Okay. So assuming that you have no doubt, I am stopping the recording now. Okay. Recording has been stopped.